We just finished watching UFC Smith versus Rakic tonight. Great card.
Dude, that was surprising how entertaining it was.
Dude, start off the prelims, we had 4 submissions.
Yeah, that's
quick
impressive.
ones, which is wild. It usually doesn't happen. There was a guy on Twitter that we were talking about. I showed you.
Yeah.
He said if you parlay the first 3 fights with Martin, Paliana, and Brady, if you just parlay those 3 with a submission, you could win a Honda Civic or a Honda Accord.
That's a good prediction by him. I mean, maybe they're known for doing more submissions than other finishes, but still, that's a ballsy move. I don't know how much he put down to win that much, but
I mean, if anybody listened to him, you know what I mean. That would have been wild.
Yeah, that's impressive though. I mean, for 3 submissions in a row for him to call that, that's good. Prelims were pretty entertaining, man.
Dude, they were very entertaining.
As soon as Sean Brady fought, I texted you and I'm like, well, we're gonna keep an eye on this kid.
Yeah, dude, 13-0. Today was I believe his debut.
Yeah, I think so. And that was impressive, man. He's so fucking big. He looked so goddamn stocky.
Right?
Yeah, but he was like still pretty lean but like he was a big kid. So yeah, definitely gonna keep an eye on him. Bruce Leroy, baby.
Bruce Leroy.
Yeah,
we mentioned it at the last video, right towards the end.
Yeah.
Somebody to watch for.
Came out with that W. And then Austin Springer, I remember they mentioned, like, I guess he was training 15 years or something, finally got the phone call. So I was expecting...
Yeah, they were saying that he was at a dentist.
Is that when they called him?
Yeah, he was at the dentist. He got out. His coach called him and said, hey, get your ass to the airport. You got a fight coming up.
That's cool, man. When they said the story, I was like, I was expecting a lot out of him. I thought he was very stuck in the mud, to use Connor's terms. He seemed very heavy on his feet. He didn't seem fluid at all. Where obviously Caceres, he dances around a lot. He's got really good foot movement. And he's a veteran of the game. Came out with the W. Aside from that, man, Zach Cummins.
Dude, Zach Cummins fighting from out of KC.
That was a good fight too, man. And
dude, the last second kick.
Yeah.
Fucking stumbled.
Beautiful. I had him winning either way. After the fight ended, I was like, or towards the end of the 3rd round, I was like, I think he got the W. I'd give him the 1st round for sure, and probably the 3rd round as well. And then as the it might have been Felder, the other guy, as they were saying, like, oh, does he have enough time to land that one knockout strike? Bam, head kick. Yeah. And I was like, that secured the win for him.
He couldn't get up. He was stumbling right afterwards.
Yeah, that was beautiful, man.
Instead of being a decision, I think they should have just, hey,
you think they should have stopped it right there?
If you can't get back up, if
you
you're
couldn't
stumbling,
stand. Yeah.
You call the fight.
Like when we were watching it, I think because the ref... So once he saw him get up, he's like, all right, we're going to go to decision. And then he starts stumbling. I guess, I don't know if he can change it at that point. I guess it's already been
called at that time, yeah. Makes sense.
There was another fight, the Mikey Patolo fight.
Mikey Patolo, yeah.
That was a good bang. I was driving over here during that, but I was trying to catch what I could. But from what I saw, that was a banger. The other gentleman, I cannot pronounce his name to save my life, but he...
No, that was his debut. He just got a contract 18 days ago.
Really? So I think he's 8-0 now?
8-0, yeah. He just got his contract through Dana through the Contender Series.
Okay, nice.
But 18 days to get your first fight.
To go against a savage like Patolo, that's a good fight.
Get your W.
Yeah.
He's a boy to watch out for, man.
Really good boxing. He's a huge dude for that weight class. The prelims were super exciting, man. Normally we don't have a whole lot to talk about, but those were...
I feel like the prelims, almost every time we watch them, they're entertaining.
Yeah.
These are the guys that want to get up to the main card. They're the ones that want to be there and have their name on the spotlight. You know what I mean?
And they know people are watching right now, so now's the time to do it.
Especially with a lot of these fighters fighting a month ago, 2 months ago, quick turnaround times. Bruce Leroy, this is his, I think, 3rd fight this year.
Yeah, and he wants one more. He's like, I don't have any injuries coming out of that, so...
Yeah, he's a 3-win streak right now.
Good for him, man. I think he could fight in December if he wanted to.
He can fight in
November if he
can fight next month.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
he might. We'll see.
He took no damage this fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Submitted Springer within 3 minutes.
Yeah. We'll see him again soon, and it's always enjoyable to watch him.
Oh, definitely. I love his style that he fights with.
But yeah, going into the main card, I was devastated that the Cutelaba fight got pulled, man.
Again, this is just like the Tony Khabib thing.
Yeah, it's starting to get rough, man, because it was the 15th that it got pulled because of COVID, and I'm pretty sure Cutelaba at that time as well. So now this virus is so weird for it to. He's passing all of his tests up in this point, and then just a couple hours before the main event, they
fails the test.
Yeah, that's weird. Or I guess the results came at that point that he tested negative or tested positive at that point, which sucks, man. I really wanted to see that fight, and I was disappointed, and I was like, I hope this doesn't kill my mood for the rest of the night. But these fights delivered, brother. Starting off, we had Ricardo Lamas and Bill Algeo.
Algeo came out, and this is his debut also.
Mm-hmm.
He can fight.
I didn't think he was going to perform that well, going to give Ricardo that good of a fight, honestly. Obviously, the veteran in his experience showed. I think scoring it, we gave the first round to him. Second round was all Algeo, and that was very impressive. And then
the way I was watching, I thought Algeo had the first and second.
Really?
Granted, I was kind of watching it and doing something else and watching it again.
Yeah. But going into that third, it was this is gonna maybe choose who the winner of this fight is.
And Ricardo
he
put it
on at that point. Yeah.
Fucking got a 10-8 round out of that third round.
Yeah. And they said, Ricardo said this might be his last performance. He wants to talk with his family and his coaches and see what the move is. But even though it was Algeo's debut, man, I want to see him again. I thought he did really well. I'm excited. I'm sure that got Dana excited. That's probably definitely my choice for fight of the night.
Oh, definitely,
for sure. Great fight.
For sure.
After that, we had the females, the Yeon Kim and Aleksandar Grasso.
Yeah, again, still don't know much about Kim.
Yeah.
But no, Grasso came out and showed her boxing skills.
Really well. Yeah.
Very well.
I think maybe attempted one takedown, which I was surprised.
Because she does a lot of grappling from previous fights I've seen with her. But she showed a great stand-up game tonight.
She did. And a lot of people, especially Felder and other places, were trying to say, you got to watch out for Kim's counterattacks. She might land something sneaky and land clean and it's going to hurt. But I just don't think she ever... There was a couple exchanges where she was able to land, but for the most part, dominated by Grasso. That's why she got the unanimous decision win on that one. She was looking good, man. Especially that move up really showed that maybe this was the weight class she was supposed to be in.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I'm excited to see what's going to happen with her. It sucks. I think, some of the men's divisions are like this as well, but in the women's divisions, at least for the flyweights
and the strawweights.
No, not the straw. The strawweights I think is a little bit more competitive because you got like Thug Rose, Jessica Andrade, and then Zhang Wei Li, and then when Joanna went down there too. So that's pretty competitive. With Valentina, I don't think anyone's touching her right now.
Unless Amanda comes down.
Which I don't see happening. Dana said it's more likely for Zhang to go up and fight Valentina. But so that's what I was trying to get to, is that Grasso looks good, but I just don't think anyone looks that good compared to Valentina in that weight class. It's
that's
tough.
True. That's very, very true.
But we'll see what's in her future. She still has a lot more fights in her. After that, we had the Neil Magny Robbie Lawler fight. Heartbreaking, brother.
He's not fighting the way he used to fight, man.
He's not the same savage. He probably is. It's just
these younger guys are having a step in front of him right now.
And
a faster foot.
And also, man, the longer somebody fights, there's more wear. The more wear and tear, but there's so much more footage on them. It's easier to prepare for someone who's had 20 years of fighting.
Yeah, this is Robbie's 43rd fight.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I think they said 2001 is when he debuted in the UFC. So
yeah, and Neil's still a veteran. He debuted in 2010.
Yeah.
So he has a lot of footage too. But Neil came out and put a show on, dude.
He kind of did exactly what we were trying to talk about. Is he played his reach very well. I didn't think he was going to grapple that much.
No.
But I think obviously.
But I mean, Robbie engaged it though.
He did. Yeah.
And Neil had a great takedown defense and put it towards his advantage.
I think what it was is towards the end of the first round, or definitely beginning of the second round, Neil was dominating the wrestling so much and just putting on such a squeeze on Robbie, and that Robbie had to use so much of his power to get out of that as soon as he stood back up, we were saying his arms are probably so full of blood right now from using so much strength to get out of that his punches looked very slow after. And at that point, I knew Neil's got this in the bag.
No, definitely.
You know, Robbie can always pull one out and land a big knockout, but at that point, your arms are tired. You're not throwing as much. And then when they were engaging, Neil was getting real close, which is good because you know. You in his position, you either want to keep your distance and pepper him from far away, or if he was close enough like that, he was landing a lot of knees in the clinch and a couple of elbows, and Robbie can't get those full swing hooks in on him because they're so tight knit. Called that one. I know, like we said, the heart wants Robbie, but I thought, you know, Magny's gonna pull that one, and he did. That's 4 losses for Lawler, man. They didn't do a post fight interview on him, but I think he's only 38, which is towards the end.
He has one or two fights left in him.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how his next fight goes, if he wins, he may hang it up and say, "Hey, this is it."
Yeah, I think he still looks.
He looks good.
He's young. You know,
he's physically looking good, but
yeah. But for some reason, it's just, you know, I mean, the Dos Anjos fight was good, but he lost that one. The Ben Askren one, I thought he looked great, but it was that weird stoppage,
which. He can argue all day.
Yeah, but nobody truly knows besides him, and he's never gonna say like, yeah, I was out, because he wants to defend that. No, I was still in the fight. Nobody will ever know besides him. But
with that limp arm going from up straight down,
yeah,
you're out. Even if you're out for a split second.
Yeah, because nobody, like, he was fighting it and then it went down. He said, "Oh, I just got tired of fighting it. I was gonna let him burn out." But the way it dropped. And then the Colby Covington fight,
Colby
Covington fight, he got worked in that fight. And then this one, he, you know, it wasn't his best performance either, but I still think he has it in him. Maybe he doesn't need to fight. You can't even say top 10 because he was 13 and Magny was 14. But maybe do what Ricardo Lamas did. Ricardo Lamas is fighting, you know, a debuter. Not that Robbie Lawler needs to do that, but maybe someone that's not ranked, you know, not top 15 guys. And we'll see what's going on. But, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Good W for Neil, man, for sure. And then going into that main event, brother, that Anthony Smith, Aleksandar Rakic.
Dude, Rakic.
Those
I
fucking leg
didn't
kicks,
realize
brother.
how strong his kicks were.
Yeah, I did not know that. I mean, physically
he
looked
so much better.
They were both listed as 6'4".
There's no way they're both 6'4".
No
Either they're giving Smith more height than he is.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're undercutting Rakic's height.
Minimum, Rakic had an inch on him. Minimum. It could have been closer to 2, honestly. And it blew my mind. Like, if Rakic is 6'4", Jones is 6'4", Smith is 6'4", Gustafsson. Rakic is so muscular for being that height.
You see his fucking tree trunks?
Yeah.
His fucking thighs
His
are fucking
gigantic, dude. That boy's bodied up, honestly. But those leg kicks, man, reminds me of Krokop, you know.
Right, that's what I was saying during the fight. I was like, and he trained up down in Croatia.
Yeah, at ATT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, his leg kicks, and you know, he dropped him in the first round with first or second.
It was first round.
Yeah, first round, dropped him with the leg kicks. Could have been an off balance thing, but he knocked him off balance with the kicks. So they were powerful kicks, man.
If you guys were just listening to it, that slap, like. Listening to it hurt me, you know?
For sure.
I would not want to be in that position.
I was surprised that he spent so much time grappling. He's
not a grappler at all.
He had about 12 minutes of grappling. He had control during the grappling, which is impressive. But I get it. He was doing so well on the feet. Sometimes it's nice if you're known just for one thing. Let me showcase, you know,
something else. He had a great showcasing tonight.
Yeah.
Beating number 5 ranked lightweight.
What was Rakic, 8, I think? Something like that. So he asked for the winner of Reyes and Blachowicz, but
I don't think he deserves that yet. I think the winner of those two is gonna fight the winner of Teixeira
and Santos. Yeah, that's more likely because the fights are just like a month apart.
Yep.
I would like to see. Number 6 is Jiri. Can't pronounce his last name, but he's a savage. I'd like to see him versus Rakic. I think that'd be a beast of a fight. It eliminates one of them, which sucks because I'd like to see them both skyrocket. But you know, that'd be a nice next fight for him because, you know, 1 through 4 is taken up right now.
No, definitely.
5 lost tonight with Smith.
Smith is dropping in the rankings, obviously.
6 is Jiri. I don't know who 7 was. I didn't catch that.
I didn't see
and
it
then
either.
8 is Rakic, but he's definitely
Rakic is
move
jumping up to 5th for sure.
Think so?
He beat the 5th guy. You get the 5th spot. Is the way I look.
Yeah,
That's the way I look at it, right?
Yeah, rankings are weird, but
No,
that makes sense.
definitely.
Fuck, dude. But yeah, he definitely impressed me tonight, dude. I would have liked to see a little bit more of his hands. I feel like the whole thing was his wrestling and his kicks. There was one good exchange where Smith caught him really well with that right hand, but then he returned the favor. He caught Smith a couple times.
And then kicked him again.
Yeah, exactly.
Kicking him.
There was those 3 head kicks. He hit him in the body shot, and then 3 head kicks, and I was like, God, this is looking bad for Smith.
Dude, Rakic, he's a force to reckon with. Like, he really is.
For sure, man. I'm excited to see where he goes. I'm excited to see where Sean Brady goes. And then, we'll see what happens with Robbie Lawler. We'll see what happens with Smith, how far down he's going to drop, who's he going to fight next. But definitely, dude, tonight, really impressed. A lot of the fight nights are great to watch, but I think this one was one of the best ones we've seen
in a while.
It definitely
impressed. There wasn't any knockouts on this one. Yeah. There was a lot of decisions, a lot of submissions, which I'm okay with, especially if it's entertaining. Right.
Exactly.
Dude, even like the submissions were entertaining.
Yeah, they were.
Even the decisions were entertaining. Like, dude, the whole card was entertaining.
So what's our scorecard? We don't have a dry erase board over here.
So you got all 4 of your picks correct.
Ooh, I should have put money down tonight, brother.
I got two of the 4. The first one got cut. I will have a little thing popping up here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Somewhere around there.
Right there somewhere.
So 4-2. We still got a long ways to go, but not a bad start, man. So, yeah, I hope you guys were able to catch those fights tonight. I definitely enjoyed them. I know you did. Like, comment, subscribe to the videos, and we will see you next time. I believe the next one's Overeem and
Saki.
Yeah. So that's going to be a good one as well. So we'll see you during that video. Thanks a lot, guys.